Let's break these two fights down real quick. Let's do Jazzy first. So listen, Jasmine is 6-0.
122, 6-0.
6-0.
Yeah.
She's only got one knockout, and I'm gonna explain why. She does not know how to transition from. She's got this really sharp, really loose, nice style that she comes with. She's aggressive. She's in your face, but not in your face, really forcing the action. She's just there. She's looking for the punch, which is good. That's cool. You're patient, all that kind of stuff. But at some point, you got to stop looking and start creating stuff and starting going to get it. And that's something that I feel she's lacking. But for the most part, the young lady is nasty. She can really rip it. And she finds those opportunities, you know. On top of that, she's really good looking. She's a pretty young lady, but I love her story. Mom and dad both were kickboxers, but not just typical kickboxers. Both mom and dad, world-class kickboxers. You know what I mean? So it's in her blood. She's been in the kickboxing ring for quite some time, and now she's made the transition to boxing. She really loves boxing as well. So I just really wanted to salute her. Can you show her highlight? I really wanted to salute her because she's bad. She's bad.
Has a very entertaining style that will work.
Yeah.
Definitely will work, and we'd love to see her here in the States and make some good fights.
Yeah.
Definitely somebody I like to see benefits from the 3-minute round, because when that girl's in there, she's going the whole 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, still young, 21 years old, Sean. So we still got a long ways to go. Where Sean might have to start training her a little bit, but you know.
Maybe she fights Ebony Bridges in a big Australia fight.
I thought about that while I was there. I was like, is this Ebony's weight class right here?
I think Ebony won a title at 18.
Yeah.
So
where Ebony at right now?
She can easily fight at 22, I'm sure, if the money.
She's been out of the ring for a minute. Yeah, she's been out of the ring for a minute.
That's an entertaining fight.
Yeah.
Her and Ebony.
So as you guys can see, you know, she does the punches and bunches thing, but I like to see her combination step around and come right back, you know. I felt specifically with this fighter, with this young lady right here, if she had just kept pouring it on, you make the ref step in and do the ref's job, you know. So that's something else that she needs to learn how to do. Find a way to keep punching nonstop. It's 2-minute rounds. Not saying that it's easy, but you definitely have to that work rate has to be a little bit higher than it is. We saw her really working right there, but those were highlights. If you look at every single round separately, there were more lulls than we saw right there through the highlights.
I like just in general what I'm seeing from the Australian fighters right now. I've seen, like, the Japanese fighters have long dominated the lower weights. They've been great in those divisions for decades. We may not have seen them in the United States television a lot.
Right.
Inoue has kind of brought them to prominence here in the United States more. Right. But one thing with the Japanese, and I'm going to get to with the Australians too, is their explosiveness has ascended in this decade.
Yeah.
Before, the Japanese fighters were very workmanlike, great conditioning, great heart, and they would kill you death by like 1,000 paper cuts sometimes. But now,
love how you explained it.
Ioka, Inoue, Kenshiro, Junto Nakatani, these guys are explosive, and I'm starting to see that with the Aussies more. The British, the English, they're much more decorated in their history of the sport than the Aussies are.
Right.
But there's a joke that goes around social media. Gave it a good go, yeah. That they're very game losers.
Right.
And I see from the Aussies, they're fighting with a little bit more toughness and dog than you see from the Brits sometimes. Sorry, Brits, don't come at me.
I told them exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
I said when I started fighting against in the amateurs, it was like when you saw Australia on your bracket, you're like, okay, who's next?
Easy work.
You like you just and I told them, I said respect to y'all. I said it was just easy work. I said now y'all done added some spice to y'all game. Y'all coming a little bit stronger, a little bit harder than I remember y'all ever being. You know, the presence that y'all have. Like we always knew y'all wasn't gonna quit. I said, but y'all coming with some true fire now. Right. You know.